Soak it all in, mate. Soak it all in. There we go. Nice, mate. Started at the bottom, now we're here. Started at the bottom, now we're here. Oh, good. We're good. I'm enjoying today. Been up since about... when did I get up today? I couldn't sleep. I woke up about 5 a.m. About 5. And buzzing around and... Beautiful fog this morning. Fog everywhere, mate. Fog everywhere. Get that timer up, eh? Just bomb that up there. Chill, easy as. It's all about just functioning in the morning, right? Not about let's put 28 minutes. We'll have like 8 minutes or so. I'll chat the hell about. How about that? Give people a moment to come in the door. Notification for live. Woke you up. Good morning, Kendaline. Mandy, how are we? Oh, I'm just crap sleep. I couldn't sleep till like 11:30. Couldn't sleep till about 11:30. Started waking up probably about 4:30. I don't know, 5, and then just sort of tossing and turning from 5 till about 6, and then I just got up. So when it hits the 20 minutes, we'll start the workout. Pretty sure Susie should be asleep. Oh no, she's up. She's up. She's moving, and grooving, man. Is that right? Good morning to you too. We've already had the. You just jumped on my PlayStation, bro. Hey, get on. Heidi, get on your bed. Move it. Yeah, and stay off my table in future. Hey, stay off my table, bro. I love you, but right, we've got a workout to do in a minute. Well, 7 minutes. Oh, I know. I love you too. Right, happy to say. Oh, bro. Oh. Who farted? Open the roof. Bandit, hide. Run, darling, run. I'm going to be going up to the cabin in a sec, honey, so if you just give me a moment. Just make sure I got some water with me. Okay. Pretty good, just got to get up and out the door by 9, so can't stay, but yeah, no worries at all. Thank you for coming in. I'll go around too with your scoop. Sounds good, my friend. I'm awake. Water. Good. Oh, dog, you ripped that. Man, your mum can huff on that one. I'm out here. Fresh air away from the dog farts. That's good. Start to the stream. Hope you're going, oh no, it's leaking right into my gym now. Why am I getting these roof leaks, eh? Well, I haven't sealed between the things yet, but yeah. Anyway. I think it gets moisture overnight. It gets condensation on the roof, so that's why I need to get it all wrapped as well, you know. I'm learning as I go. Hey. Oh, 200 push-ups. That's what we're going to be doing. We'll start shortly, guys. Once that timer hits 20 minutes, we're going to start a 200 push-up daily workout. So that's that is the ADHD cure. You know, you can never cure ADHD, but it will, depression, anything like that, right? It always lingers, but this is how you beat it, right? I think that's where I used to get it so wrong, is I try and always, want to fix my ADHD, want to fix my depression completely, and the reality is that, you know, it never goes away. You know, you when you've been there, when you've lived that way, when you've been in the dark part, right? You're familiar. So it's always like kind of knocking at the door, like, "G'day, mate." Hi, brother. Good morning, Loud Thunder. How are you? Yep, first stream of the day, so I do 3 streams a day now, guys. We'll do this one. This is a morning workout one. We can have a little bit of a chat after, possibly. Then I take a couple hours break, do another, working in the day stream. And then we get to the evening, which is just a chill, wind down, talk about your day, hang out type stream. So that's what I do. Yeah. Anybody new in the door this morning? How are we all? And what's going on with you, Scuba? Round 2, what have you been up to, man? What's going on in your world? You just done a workout there, Scoop. I do apologise, guys. I'm a couple of 2 or 3 minutes late this morning. I do try I try not to be tardy, even though I'm tarded. I try not to be tardy. So, tardy meaning being, not on time. Right, about 4 minutes I'll start. So yeah, if anybody wants to chat. Blessings today, yeah. I'm feeling blessed every day, man. To be honest, like the channel growth and stuff's been insane. And just getting up earlier, locking things in, making sure it's a little bit of extra effort, but each morning I'm getting up, it's getting easier. But yeah, I definitely struggled to sleep last night. I got to bed about 11:30 instead of 10:30. Couldn't sleep. Just started waking up about 4:35. That you're tossing and turning in bed, but you're not going back to sleep vibe. So it's all right. Being good though. Oh yeah, Scoob. Yeah, whatever helps you. Dog of. I thought you said dog of choice. No, none of those, mate. I bet a weed occasionally, man. But honestly, I'm so little now. I'm probably just going to cut it out of my life. I don't think it's helping me, to be honest. I don't think it's helping. I think it has a little, maybe it's like a puff here or there occasionally. But I mean, yeah, really, I'd rather just be sober, man. But yeah, I definitely have. I've never gone for any of the other stuff like that, man. I don't think it's I don't think it's a good path for people. Obviously, people get stuck there and stuff, right? And yeah, there's a lot of people I encounter here who are going through recovery of that kind of thing as well. ADHD, addiction, depression. Depression's the big one, right? Like, pretty much, it doesn't really matter like what medical thing you have or something's happening in your life. It all comes back to ending up being like depression to just you want to give up. You don't want to. The brain scatters, and that's what the morning push-ups are for. So, quick rundown on the push-ups. Do these every day. 200 push-ups every minute on the minute. 10 push-ups, right? Obviously, if you're new here, like if you can do 10 push-ups your first set and second set, and then you have to drop to even 2 push-ups a set one, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's going to give you can write those numbers down yourself and have progress. So I would say, if you're going to join me for these, it is really good to have a pen and paper so that when you're doubting yourself, you want to create evidence. You're trying to create evidence of a new you, not that voice in your head telling you, no, you're always the same, it won't work out, whatever. Whatever's churning in there that's doubting you or going, oh, not today. Through the progress of push-ups, you can push that voice out because you're creating a new voice in your head. You're creating new evidence that you are becoming a new, better person, right? Like, you're not your past. You're not the thoughts in your head telling you, don't do this, don't that, right? If you can shut that off and take control of it in small bits. I'm not about this hard grind, hustle culture, yell at people, just grind more mentality. I'm about, treating yourself with some kindness and compassion, but, turning up, You won't always get it perfect. Sometimes you're going to fail. Sometimes you're going to fall off. Sometimes, I haven't worked out for weeks. But we're pretty locked in now. So we're starting in just under a minute, guys. Everything you do it 100%. That's it, man. So do it to the best of your ability, right? Do it to the best of your ability. It doesn't mean it has to be perfect. Like this cabin, like if I want it to be perfect, it would take me years to build it, So you got to meet yourself where you're at. Like I don't know how to build a cabin. It's not going to be absolutely perfect, and it doesn't need to be, right? And yeah. So it's sort of I get what you're saying. You want to put your best effort in, but you also don't want to be punishing yourself because you do something that's it's just not good enough. Why bother? You go down the rabbit hole, man. I've certainly been there enough myself. I don't know if that's an experience you guys have had or. I haven't even puffed on this thing today. First 10 down. Oh, I haven't even got the book out. So you carve out sort of 40 seconds rest between, right? Ben Affleck. I don't think so. I am me, mate. My name is Mark. Good morning. How are we? 7:30 a.m. here in New Zealand, guys. Yeah, please don't spam my chat. I'm here to do a workout with people. We do 10 push-ups every minute, so if you want to join in, feel free. If you're looking to just cause trouble, just go pick a different channel, man. I do this to help people, so I would appreciate it if you just move on. You know, we build strength here, not weakness, bro. So if you want to change your life a bit, you're welcome to join in, of course, like anyone is. If you want to keep on trolling and stuff, just, yeah, man, swipe on, go waste your life. This ain't the place, man. You're just going to waste some time here, you get banned, so there's really not much point. Alright, 20 in. I've got another 20 seconds there. Good. Hope some of you are joining me. Try and loosen up the wrists a little. What's the count? 30. 30. 10 every minute. So right as the countdown hits the minute, 10. But do what you can, guys, if you want to get started. Everybody's welcome. If you can do one per set, do one. Good morning, Unknown. Good to see you, bro. Morning, J Biggs. Good to see you, bro. Haven't seen you in a while, man. How you going, bro? Just want to shout out to you guys. I appreciate you all blowing up the channel, eh? It's been going crazy. Like yesterday was 45 subscribers, and across the 3 streams it was over 4,000 views. So the channel's going places, guys. I really do appreciate every bit of support. Hustle in the house. Good to see you, bro. How are you going, Hustle? Just smashing out a quick 200, bro, if you want to jump in for any of it, just on the minute. Imam style. How to get friends. Lean into the things you're interested in. Go pursue the things you're interested in, and then you're going to meet like-minded people, right? Like, if you want friends and you go skydiving, you know, your normal friends aren't really going to be into it. But if you start skydiving and all your friends are skydivers, you're going to hang out and talk about skydiving, you know. The world's going to meet you where you're at. Next 10, guys. Okay, crazy. Hit some chair, bro. Like it, mate. That's 50 down. There we go, 25% in. Have a sip of water if you wish. I certainly will be. Real friends are hard to come by there, Luca. So just, yeah, do what you love, man. Build the life you want to build. You'll meet the right people, and if you've got any friends who are against that, talk negatively about what you want to do, yeah, get them out the door, find some new ones. There's 9.5 billion people on Earth, right? So, I look like a cop. He's a cop. He's a cop. This ain't Fast and the Furious. I ain't Brian O'Connor. No, not a cop, mate. I'm here in the middle of your doom scroll to change your life, my friend, and help you. Oh yeah, all right, mate. Good on you. All right. Well, you can keep talking. You can keep talking some crap, bro. But like, we're here to, you know, work out, man, and do something positive. So, you know, if you're trying to ruin that, bro, You're the problem. You know what I mean? See, Luca, you got to understand there's people like Lucas out there, right? Now, people like Lucas really have a problem getting friends. You'll be all right, Luca. Don't you worry, mate. Hi, bro, from India. Krishana. Good morning, Krishana. We're on the minute again. Here we go. Every day, 200. Most welcome, brother. Good morning. You know you'll be all right? No, I was saying there was somebody else in the chat called Luca. Luca's going to be all right. Luca went, how do I make friends? You know, he asked a nice, respectful question. Luca's going to be all right. But you, Lucas, with your attitude, not so much, man. Not so much till you tweak that a bit, my friend. What's my name again? Mark. Yeah, we're not here to talk about religion and stuff, guys. We're here to work out. We're here to make life better and focus in the morning. Right? So if you're here to brain rot, you can just go on, man. It's not for you. It's all right. Go play with your Barbie doll. Go brush its hair. We got work to do here, man. You know? Whoa, getting it in. Hey, Grey Man, good to see you again. Let's go. Good morning, Ralph. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're keeping well, Ralph. Grey Man. And Stuart here too. It's fantastic. Get a bit of rest there. Shake the arms out if you need to. Keep that blood flow. Oh, have a slow stretch. Right. So that's 16 working out. No, you're all good, Stuart. I definitely remember you, bro. I know the name. Appreciate you coming by again, dude. Yeah, went up. It was like 45 subscribers yesterday. Over 4,000 views across the 3 streams. So I appreciate you guys blowing my channel up. All the support is incredible, guys. So, do I fast? Yeah, fasting at the moment, to be honest. Trying to cut some of that belly fat. I'll probably eat some. I don't know. I'll probably eat something this morning. It's just I'm more cutting the carbohydrates out. Carbohydrates and the sugars. Let's try and fix up some of this. There's a bit of loose belly fat there, you know. Bit of loose belly fat, mate. Try sort that out. Day by day. We're 80 down. Eating first meal now, almost 1 p.m. I have to wake up at 6. Yeah, I've always had low appetite in the morning, man. That's why I usually turn to milk. I'll turn to a glass of milk because I don't feel like eating. All right, we're nearly on the minute. Let's go. Another 10. Carry water, 1 bottle of electrolytes. Yeah, I meant to put some electrolytes in this, but I was running a few minutes late this morning on here, even though I woke up at 5 in the morning. Yeah, I was asleep about 11:30 p.m. I think I've had about 5.5 hours of sleep, maybe just toss and turn all morning. That's how it goes. It's alright. You know, it doesn't matter how tired you are, you just step up and get it done. Like, again, like, you build a new belief system, right? Like, well, I got up late, yeah, but I still got the work done, right? You're creating evidence for yourself that you are making a new you. That doesn't matter if you're tired, doesn't matter if you sleep poorly. You can improve. That evidence yourself is, and what opens the mind to everything else. It's 100 down. We're halfway there. Halfway. Good, mate. On your way back, you take electrolytes. Yeah. Yeah, I got some pre-workout there and stuff, but haven't had any this morning. Might have some a bit later if I feel a bit free after this. How's everybody going today? Everybody's sitting there going, oh, my arms. Yeah, I've still got problems with this elbow from that old injury where I shattered my elbow, but you get through it. I've got a big scar on there. Shattered this whole elbow off 20 years ago. It is what it is, man. Shattered the whole elbow off. That's alright. Work around it. Let's go. Pain doesn't mean stop. Tired doesn't mean stop. Can't do bodyweight at the moment. Australian, almost completely gone. Taking it easy on cycling. Yeah, man, you definitely have to listen to your body, right? And just do what's working. I need to get back out on my BMX a bit. I like the cardio of it. G'day, matey. G'day, knee. How are you? Not even Gen X, but you got balls. I love it. Yeah, I try my best. I mean, I'm getting pretty old now, man. I'm definitely deep in unk status now, apparently. Well, what's a girl push-up? Nearly on the next 10. All right. We're 110 deep. All right. It's just a quick 200 in the morning for your mental health, guys. It's not about physique. It's about dopamine for the mind. It's about organising the mind. It makes the rest of the stuff in your day, people pissing you off and all that, a lot easier. All right. So it's more about preparing for the challenges that are going to be ahead. I don't want to do this. I'm not here. I'm not like excited right now to get up early and do push-ups. Keep up, matey. Yeah, tried. Doing all right there, knee. We're at 120, mate. 10 every minute. Every day. That's pretty cool. Good morning, Seth. Oh, yeah, knee push-ups. Oh, okay. Or just knee push-ups in. All right. Yeah. I'll follow you. All right. Next set. Every minute. Oh. Oh, that feels better now. Once you get used to it, you get past that 90, 100, they start to flow through pretty good. Can change it to just this. Yeah, it's mentally prepping the mind for the day, right? Like for me with ADHD, I have to do this. Or I'll get angry, I'll get easily agitated, right? Because you're just not getting natural dopamine, right? Instead, you'll get it from doom scrolling. You'll get it from cheap sources of dopamine that are harming you and rotting your brain. Literally. That's why we can't pay attention. That's why we can't achieve anything. And then, you just end up in a pit of despair. So this is how I stay out of it. So that's why I share it with you guys. All right, next set. $140 down, that's it, Scoob. We're at 140 down. Solid work to everybody getting it. Knee ups, I will call it. Yeah, knee ups. Good on you, matey. Thanks, knee. Hope you join us, man. Hope you join us for some, bro. Even if you can do one a set to start with, it doesn't matter. It's always you versus you. It's not against anybody else, right? So what can you do, and then what can you come in here each day and progress, right? I want to hear your guys' numbers, if you're like, you can only do sets of 2, and then next week you can do sets of 3 the whole way through and stuff like that. Let me know, right? Love to hear it. All got to start somewhere. One day or day one, Good, mate. It's good. It's 150 down. This is the thing, man. You just drop on that minute. It just holds you like accountable to it, It forces you to level up. You do what you can there, Seth, if you want to, man. If you do one push-up for every 10 I do, it's better than none. Hands killing you? Ah, fair enough, man. Do some squats maybe, bro. Squats are always good. Do 10 squats instead. Oh. Legs a bit locked up this morning. You punched the log out of anger today. You need to get some more exercise in, bro. Been there. Look what your anger got you, right? You're not proud of how you behaved, and you've damaged your wrist in the process, so you can't even do push-ups to progress, right? So that's it, man. Go for a walk, go for a jog, do 100 squats, 200 squats, you know. Get some movement going, man. You've got to build that dopamine up, or you're just going to be overstimulated with caffeine and stuff. There's another one. Cut the caffeine right down. Just do what you can, bro. Looking great. Thank you, Reluctant Gamer. Appreciate it, man. Putting in the work. Yeah, sit-ups as well. Work so hard and take a month off, it all goes away, not worth it. Oh, it's worth it to me, man. Why would you take a month off? You know, that's your own failure, bro. You can't be like, if you stop doing the thing, it stops working. It's like, yes, that's how things work. If you stop putting in the work, you stop getting the benefits. Like, it's pretty obvious, bro. That's like saying, why bother eating today? I'll just have to eat tomorrow. Why am I going to sleep? Why am I going to clean my house today? It's just going to get messy again. You know, the logic doesn't track, man. So yeah, work so hard and it goes away in a month. Yeah, it will. Then you're going to feel mentally crap. And so, yeah. So don't stop. Solid work, Scope. At 170. We're at 170, I think, Scoop. I'm on 170 anyway. 30 left for me. Unless I forgot to write some down. You might be right there, Scoop. I think I forgot to write some. Talking to old mate there. I had 5 injuries. One took years to go away. Never gave up fitness. Yeah, for sure, man. That's the thing, is when you break bones, stuff like I had after I broke my hip 3 years ago. The pain to sleep on winter and everything was horrific, right? It was when I cut carbohydrate and sugars. It made things a lot better. But the main thing that's been a benefit is working out and building that up, right? Putting in the effort. Not sure what you said there, Chi Tank. It's come up as a retracted message, mate. But thank you for coming by. Only one bone broken. Solid, man. Yeah, I'm at 180 push-ups at the moment, guys. Every minute, 10 push-ups. So if you want to join me, I do this every day. Same exact time. Every day. So if you got time to watch me now, time to doom scroll, you got time to do a bit of exercise. Do squats or something if you prefer. Nearly done. I don't want to hear any of this. Oh, you know, I came in too late today. It's fine. You can drop a sub. You can rewatch the stream after it ends. You can join us tomorrow. Turn up for yourself. 190 down. Last 10. We just do 20 minutes. It's a quick 20 minutes. We're not trying to do anything crazy. We're not trying to build massive muscles. We're trying to control the mind, right? Settle the mind for the day. Build something for ourselves, right? That's what I do here. So Scooby wants a bonus 10 at 0. The bonus 10 at 0. Yeah, I think for me the last at 0. I don't know, Scoob. It keeps changing. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. There we go. We'll run out there. There we go. Get these in. There we go. What time is it here now? It was 7:30 AM New Zealand time. I do schedule these the night before, guys, so you can see your local time. It's 8:05 AM here in New Zealand on Thursday. Yeah, but you start at the 20-minute scoop, so I think it's you end. The last set starts at 0, not the last set starts at the 1 minute. I think it would have to be 21 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Max bench, 135 pounds, man. I don't really do it. No, I'm not chasing the high numbers. I'm not a bodybuilder. Just for mental health, man. You like all that extra muscle, you just end up bigger heart, you know, you got to eat more, I don't know, it's about usable muscle to me, man. Is that the gym you're working on? Yeah, man. And here, this is the cabin I'm building in gym. Want to get to that by the end of next month? Hey, you'll get there, bro. Just take your time, keep it up. But yeah, this cabin is going to become, just finished the workout here, guys. This cabin is going to become this here, mate. That's what we're doing. There's a gym there, and something similar, you know. We'll get something like that going on. Oh, I've got to turn it back off. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Just sit for a moment. Yep, so that's the plan for the channel, guys. That is the scheme. Hope you're all subscribed to follow it. Yep, that's what I'm streaming on here, is from nothing to success, right? I want to bring everybody on the journey, and you know, the whole idea is that it inspires people. You know, obviously I could just do it offline. I can do this path on my own, but you know, I want to bring other people in. I want to serve and help other people, because I don't want anybody to feel how I did at my lowest, you know. So that's why I do it, guys. Yeah, Venom's bad. The reason I picked go with the Venom identity is that the character was a loser until Venom got him right. He'd lost his girlfriend, he'd lost his job, his whole life had fallen apart. He was basically at that rock bottom, right? And it was by drawing that power, you know, ignoring that internal voice and telling himself he was a loser and couldn't do things. You know, Venom was what got him through that, right? So it's the hero story, right? So it's that thing. So that's what you do, mate. That's what we do here. You channel your inner Venom. You channel that inner powerful, like, belief in yourself. You ignore the weaker versions of yourself, and you move forward, man. Because nothing changes if nothing changes, right? You can't exist as your past thoughts. You can't be your past. You can't operate off the thoughts in your head that are making you overthink and stress out. That's everything that's ever happened to you, or people said to you that hurt you or something, right? Then you get into the territory of, you're then having feelings based off that, and then you're operating your life off those feelings, and that's where you lose your way, right? That's where you go into addiction, into doom scrolling, addiction to drugs, doom scrolling, whatever it is, right? You're doing well, mate. Thank you. Keep going. I'll always keep going, man. That's the goal of the channel here, is to turn up for everyone, right? Ego lifting to prove to people. Yeah. It's you versus you. Great, exactly, man. That's where the gym culture has become so toxic. And even a lot of the live workout stuff on YouTube has become so toxic. It's all about, like, there's a lot of guys do like push-ups and stuff and talk about weight loss journeys and stuff, but they're not ever addressing the actual mental health side of it, which is what I do here, you know. It's all well and good to show up and do, there's guys who show up and do thousands of push-ups and hundreds and hundreds of burpees and stuff, and they're teaching you all about fitness, but unless you're actually going to understand your underlying mental health and build the systems and habits under that, you're going to keep failing and failing and failing, and failure is the process, and you're going to keep failing, and you're going to keep being inconsistent at the gym and stuff until you understand your mental health behind it, and where to be kind to yourself and where to not be so cruel to yourself, and how to build that new identity. So that's what I do here, guys. I didn't want to be a fitness channel. I'm not like these other guys at all. So yeah, this is a channel for people with ADHD, depression, anxiety, anything like that. You know, you're procrastinating, you're putting off tasks, you're laying awake at night going, I wish I'd done more. You get a burst of energy at night, like, oh, well, now I have all this energy, but it's too late. Like, all these kind of things, please ask questions and I will help you, right? Because this is stuff I've dealt with, stuff I continue to go through, and like the voice is still there, the self-doubt is still there a lot of the time, the struggle is still there, but I've finally figured out how to move past it and have that consistency, rather than, I really want to get my life on track, and you go for 3 or 4 days and burn yourself out, and then back to where you are. And so I can never, I used to really struggle to get back up for weeks, because every time I tried, after a few days it would go to crap. It's like, this time I'll give it one more go. Same thing. So, you know, break the loop today or the cycle will repeat tomorrow, right? So that's what I'm here for, guys. So do stick around, and any questions you can ask all the questions you need to about this. Like, that's what I'm here for. So don't ever be afraid to ask a question, because you might help everybody else in the chat with that question from my response to it, right? Like with this channel is tagged for like mental health, ADHD and stuff. You know, if you've got things going on in your life and you think nobody will understand and you're afraid to ask the question, pretty much everybody in this chat will understand, and you know, through having that conversation we can all benefit each other. And I invite you guys, of course, to jump in as well and throw your opinions into the chat. You know, endurance and strength over size, yeah, for sure. Usable muscle you can use in the real world. You know, that's become a really toxic thing in the gym culture, and all that is all about, you know, doing steroids and that, and having all this look and this massive arms and this toxic gym culture. And it's like, unless you're trying to become a bodybuilder in competitions, or like Eddie Hall, the strongman or something, like there's no need to really be doing that unless you're going to be a career bodybuilder. That kind of strength you're not going to use in your day-to-day life, you know. For most people, right? For most people, it's about the mental health part of exercise, and I think we've lost our way on that, and it's become all about looks maxing and sticking steroids into your body that are going to damage your heart and kill you young and all this. This isn't health, right? So I try and stay to the health side of it. This is about mental health. This is about having a healthy mind, a calm state, and a life that's sustainable. And a life where you're kinder to yourself, but you know, you're achieving things, you know, but you're not beating yourself up every day in depression. That's what I'm here to help with, you know. Yeah, God Eater, that's really inappropriate, man, for a channel that I'm just trying to give my time for free to help people, dude. That's really a pretty inappropriate thing to say. So I would ask that you be respectful, or you can just swipe on, man. If it's not for you, it's not for you, dude. That's all good. But you know, if you want to hang out and maybe learn something and not waste your life trolling, I'm here to help you, dude. If you want the help, it is available. Your choice. It's always been your choice. So we do a bit of kindness and compassion here, but you know, I'm not going to engage silly stuff. My goal is get back to the dream world where your spirit and faith is everything. Dreams are all mental and basically no physical. Never land. Interesting. Interesting. Not sure. I'm not sure. Not sure exactly where you're trying to go with it. What are you trying to convey with that statement there, Seth? Why do you want that, my friend? You gotta live life, Seth. You only live once, man. A lot of people are just wafting along. I'm pretty sure Europe's a green country, man. When you look from above it, it's like land masses tend to usually look pretty green, not white. No, land masses are usually white, man. Europe looks quite green from above. You're kind of barking up the wrong tree to troll me, bro. I was a veteran troll of the internet who's turned his life around, so you're really barking up the wrong tree here. But hey, I like an intellectual challenge, man. But I wouldn't advise it. It's not going to go well for you. Just saying. Yeah, okay, man. So let me ask you a question, man. Did you have any say over where you were born? Did you have any say over what country you were born in, what nationality you are? Had any disabilities, anything like that? Was any of that under your control, man? Was it under the person you're judging, is it under their control, or are they just going through life like you are? So maybe don't be that way about people. Maybe just have some gratitude for the privilege you have. You have the internet, you have a phone, obviously. You know, your life's not so bad. As I say, you know, you weren't born in a mud hut or something. That could have easily been you, man. In a mud hut, like brushing flies off your face all day and, you know, starving. It's just by luck, pure luck, that you're where you are, man. Okay, well, good on you, man. Congratulations. You're a loser. You're wasting your life. Good on you. Anyway, who else we got in the chat here? Great comments from good people. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Stuart. Yeah, we do keep it good. We get the odd idiot, but it's all right. Every village, somewhere a village is missing its idiot. Since I left the Avalanches, since I left, your best city ever. All right, Mr. D. Michael, I will check that out, mate. I'll screenshot it. There we go. Thank you, mate. So yeah, guys, if you wanna actually turn your life around, I'm not about I'm not one of these fitness guys that's going to yell at you and be like, you know, I'll just get up, try it again, blah, blah. Like, you know, there's got to be some compassion and understanding, but, you know, that's what we do, is we try and actually make progress in life through mental health, through understanding what's going on with us, you know. One moment. not sure what's going on there. I think it's the neighbour's dog. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're just having a chat for a bit. I don't want to bug the missus. She's inside, enjoying a morning, just chilling. God, Eddie, yeah, I have an amazing partner, man, because I made sure I transformed myself into somebody who was able to be loved and looking after himself. That tends to be attractive to women. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah. Failure is the process of learning, right? Just because you had a failure in the process, it does not mean you failed. It means you learned. It means that a challenge came in front of you, you weren't quite ready for something, you didn't quite handle it the right way. Just try again. Like, there's nothing wrong with making a mistake. There's nothing wrong with trying to quit an addiction and you slip once. It doesn't mean that, it's all over. Like, there's people who are, they'll be sober for a year and then they slip once and get drunk and they're like, oh, I guess I'm just back to drinking now. It's like, no, you made one slip. You can start all over again tomorrow. They're like, you made one error. It's not the end of the world. It's not, life goes on, man, so it's about kindness to yourself, right? And just trying to get back on that horse, it's get knocked down 10 times, get up 11, man. That's the game. Because whatever you don't change in life, you're gonna die that way. Like, if there's anything in your life you're dissatisfied with at the moment, it's gonna just like compound and get worse. Like, if you have bad eating habits and you're getting fatter and fatter, well, if you don't change that, you're gonna compound affect that, and then you end up 600 pounds or something, right? There's got to be somewhere where you check yourself and put in that effort, right? Because if you don't change anything, nothing's ever going to change. It's as simple as that. Like, it's on you to change it. Nobody can care about you. Nobody's coming to save you. That is the number one thing. Nobody else is coming to save you. Nobody can care about you as much as you can care about you. And it really doesn't take much effort, honestly. It's like, you know how it is. The thoughts in your head are always bigger. You just spend hours thinking about something, but when you actually go to do it, it was quicker to do it than the time you spent thinking about it more often than not. Morning, Ink. How are you, bro? Superfly Tron popping in. How are you, bro? Just popped in to give you a like and say keep smashing it and keep doing it Venom style. Yes, bro. Thank you very much. See you on the next one, big dog. Yeah, bro. I'll be doing 2 more streams today. So this is the morning push-up stream. We have a bit of a chat after. I'm going to take 2 or 3 hours break. I'll be doing another 2-3 hour stream, working on cars, working on the cabin, sort of showing you guys some of the work I do throughout the day. A lot of it I do on my own, but I do stream that in the day to sort of inspire people with that. And then we get to the evening stream, which is more a hangout inside, do a final cleanup outside for the day, head in, make dinner and chat and all that kind of thing, man. So that's the structure for the channel, is these 3 streams each day, right? Push-ups in the morning to prepare for the work for the day, going and doing the work and facing it, and you can body double me through that. And then there's an evening, let's hang out, let's talk about mental health, let's chill for the evening, let's wind down and, have that right message, So that's what I'm about, man. Mate, you need to do this for a living. Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing. It's just not paid. It's just not paid, bro. Yeah, I just do it for free. So, I don't know. We nearly got enough. Another 1,000 watch hours, I'll have super chats and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I guess it could become a job long term. But yeah, I don't want to make it all about money like these other guys doing all this merch and shit. Like, if I become a massive channel, I'm impacting a lot of people, and people want to buy a hoodie or something. I guess I'd sell merch or something, but I don't know how to handle all that, man. I've never, for me, the start of the channel has all been, I never thought about making money off YouTube. All I thought about was, I was depressed and wanting to end my life. I've struggled so much for these years. There's got to be so many other people out there struggling like that, and I don't want anybody else to feel that way. I hear of all these, hundreds of thousands of people a year ending their lives because of things, right? And it's like, if I can save one person's life, that's everything to me. If I'm on here 10 years and I save one person's life, it's like, okay. Obviously, the results have been a lot better than that, but that's what I came into this with, was to just try and serve other people, man. I didn't want anybody else to stay, where I was at that rock bottom. I couldn't find anyone, so lost some mates in that. So, do I watch Invincible? No, but I really don't have. I don't watch much in the way of TV and stuff these days. Watch a fair. I usually go for movies these days. Did I stop supporting D-Bird? No, everything is good between me and D-Bird. I haven't been in there. I haven't been in there as much. I pop in occasionally. I try and be in there like 10, 15 minutes a day at least. It's just usually I'm streaming. I'm doing my morning stream, so this is before D-Bird's stream, which probably started now. So then the evening one I tend to overlap a bit, or I'm making dinner, or my part like right as Dennis goes live at 8 p.m. I've got my partner coming home from work and we're having dinner and stuff, right? So um, when the time zones were different, Dennis's stream was 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. But now the daylight savings has changed. His streams are 8 a.m., 8 p.m. New Zealand time. So I was kind of having Dennis stream and sticking around, and then I'm not doing my workout on here till 9:30 or 10 in the morning. And then I'd find, it's 1 in the afternoon. Most of the day's gone. I was struggling to structure my days that way, right? So yeah, I've had to change it up. So I go live before he does. I don't want to overlap him on workouts. I do my chat thing, and yeah. No, but absolute full support for D-Bird, man. He's the man who inspired me. VenomAvenge channel, guys. So if you need help, do check him out. And Depression Talks as well. Rob is another great guy. I understand I'm not for everybody. Some people like different personalities and stuff, but there are other people in the space that are, also on that same mission, right? Keep it basic, bro. Yeah, that's it, man. I just keep it basic and just chat, and like I'm not going crazy. Depressed from a young age, great. Yeah, I feel that, man. Yeah, it was childhood, man. T-shirts, do it like Mark. I like that. Well, we'll send it off to the screen printers tomorrow there, Stuart. Money isn't the problem, it's that we base essentials for life built off slavery instead of teamwork. Yeah, it's a kind of a, when you have to create a system for 9 billion people, bro, and then people, the one company buys up another food supply company, and then they buy up another one, and they buy up another one, eventually you end up with people in control of everything. It's just the nature of such a system, man. But yeah, you don't have to be in that system, for sure. You can build your life the way you want it, right? You can structure your life the way you want. You don't have to play the game. You have to play within the rules of the world and how the world works, but you don't need to know about all the politics. You don't need to know about what's happening. I went for a quick scroll past something last night on the Google homepage, and it's like, millionaire's super yacht permitted to sail through Strait of Hormuz without being blown up. It's just, it's just endless. This endless onslaught of bang, 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 bang. Just keep and then we go, right, and it's like, where did our lives go? Like, that's where I got caught on that. Was like what happened between me being a kid and a teenager? I was hanging out with my mate. We're out on bikes and whatever. Like, we were still working a lot, like first jobs and stuff. We were still out riding our motorbikes after work every day. We're out all over the place. Like, we used to finish work at 5 o'clock, nip home, get ready by like probably 6 p.m., 6:30. We'd meet at a gas station, and we'd go for a 3-hour motorbike ride up through the back roads and shit and come back. We'd get a meal on the way, we'd come back, go to bed and stuff. And it's like, I was sitting there wondering why I'm depressed when I sat inside video gaming for years and sort of reclusing away and not getting out and doing anything. And it's like, you're putting this in front of you instead. It's such a damn problem, man. And it's everybody struggles with it. I think everybody feels that you're on their phone too much, and everybody's like looking for the solution and whatever. And the solution is keep yourself busy. Keep pursuing what you actually want to pursue. There's nothing wrong with scrolling some Instagram reels. Like, there's some comedy stuff and stuff on there I love. Like, I'm not all against the stuff, right? But I also understand I can very easily get wrapped up in it, and you can lose time to it, right? Like, even I haven't been editing shorts lately because I go, I'll edit a couple of shorts real quick, throw it through the AI, make a couple of tweaks, and I can tweak the clips and effects and music, and I work it all. And I make 2 or 3 shorts, except it's taken me 4 hours because I've got 30 different options I've made and reworked, and it's just like, and then I'm up till 2 in the morning going, now I'm up at 9 in the morning, and now I'm not working out till 10 or 11, and the whole day falls apart because of it, So it's about being kind to yourself in the little steps. I'm all not about this hard grind. I'm not about this get it mentality, because the mental health is behind all that. The physical health, the push-ups, a bit of exercise is great for alleviating the mind, keeping that peace, right? We're all sort of looking for that peace and to drop that anger and stuff, that frustration. And that's where this comes from, right? As I do the push-ups in the morning, and that means things happen through my day, people frustrate me, whatever. I used to be in a queue at the supermarket. I'm just like, with all the bright lights in the supermarket, will really affect an ADHD brain because of the flicker. You can't see the flicker, but you get sore eyes, you start rubbing your nose, sinuses, you start getting agitated and stuff. Like, the fluorescent lights and LED lights with the lower hertz are horrific, man. And obviously most of these places put in cheap lights with low hertz rates. So there is a very severe effect on mental health with that, which is why you'll usually go into the supermarket, even if it's quiet, and within 5-10 minutes you're like, oh, I need to get out of here. That's my anxiety is through the roof. And that's because of the lighting in the places like that, right? So, you then you go and put all this lighting in your own home. And you put a screen in front of you, which is the same thing. So like when I've upgraded to this new phone, I've gone for one with a high hertz screen. The TV, the tablet I have to spend a lot more on a tablet to do editing, and I've got to have like a control center to run streams, so I can add polls over here on the side and stuff. You run it as like a control center off a PC or a tablet. But the tablet I need that has the high hertz for a decent one, it's thousands of dollars, but I'll make it happen, right? We'll add it all into the channel over time, and yeah, we're doing this next. This is the next plan, if anybody hasn't seen it. Because I'm in this cabin at the moment, right? So this is what we're doing. This is the plan. Alright? How's that? Alright? Something like that. That's what we're doing. So that's what we're aiming towards. We're going from a Caravan to this. Alright? And had a bit of judgment from a couple of trolls, like, oh, you're building a studio like that, you're only a small little new YouTuber, you're not a big dog. It's like, well, this is how I get there, man. I'm all in on this, guys. I'm not pissing around. I'm not joking around. I'm not part-timing YouTube with this. Like, I'm on here. I started working at 7 in the morning yesterday. I was up already planning YouTube stuff, doing that. Then I streamed throughout the day, and every time I wasn't streaming, I'm discussing stuff with AI. I'm not trying to be fake on here. I'm trying to be real. But I'm like, okay, well, what hashtags? How do I structure this, that? I'm wanting to serve my audience better this way. I want to reach and help more people. Like, how can I improve everything, right? So like, my partner's wanting to go to sleep at 11 o'clock last night. I'm still sitting there working until 11:30 at night when I finally, and then I'm laying there tossing and turning probably till midnight, like couldn't sleep because, I'm putting that much at this. But at the same time, I'm able to stream actual work and do stuff. It's not like I'm doing YouTube and getting nothing done. I'm streaming the work I'm doing throughout my life. So like, it's just doubling up my time, right? I need to get the work done anyway. I can throw the camera on, chat with you guys, and we just flow on a vibe, right? And it inspires you guys. So it'll all work out. Morning, Marshall. How are you, bro? Raj, hello. Who should pay for the first date, men or woman? I don't know, man. If it's an important date and a woman you actually want to take out, not just a hangout thing, like, you should be a gentleman and pay it. Would be, whoever invited the person on the date, really. So it's typically the mailman. But, again, it would come back to like, I would avoid a woman who, you're going on a first date and she's like, oh, can you take me to a lobster restaurant, and wants to spend like hundreds of dollars, right? Like the right woman, man, will be happy with, whatever, and you sit on a beach and eat it, right? You want to find somebody a bit more wholesome. It's a good, if you've got a woman who's like, you have to take me to the best restaurants, we have to this and that, and a really, really high standard, they're pretty hard work, man. So, pick carefully. Don't waste your money on a whole heap of dates for people who aren't, going to be the right person for you. Keep it cheap for the first date or two, and if they're cool with that, then, and you start to really get along with them, yeah, take her somewhere nice, man, but get to know her better. Hey, Linda. Good morning. Yes, I love the whole raid. The outcome of everything there has been fantastic, Linda. It's amazing. Hi, Sensei. Hello. Good morning. Venom, you're smashing it. Ola, Lizzie. Hello, mate. How are you? Good to see you here. Everyone, check out Team Ola. Have we got the boy in here? We got the lad in here. If I don't overthink, I do better, says Alice. Yeah, exactly, right? You've got to shut off that voice in your head that's telling you, the voice in your head has got you to where you're at. If you're trying to get ahead of where you're at, you've got the voice, all the negative things, mates, yourself, whatever, all this bad evidence, and your brain's like, no, we've got to protect you and keep you safe. It's like, I want to go this way, and it's trying to like, right? You've got to let that go and go without a voice, right? This voice is wrong, shut up, and then you're going to create new evidence, and then you're going to create that new voice, and it's like, the next time that voice pops up of like, oh, you're useless, you're this and that, it's like, well, hang on, I did 200 push-ups this morning. I got my dishes done when I don't usually. I've spent 10 minutes on this project that I enjoy, I was able to actually carve out, and then you can just keep improving that. You can keep creating evidence that that's not who you are anymore. It doesn't have to be a big, huge thing, but that's where we get stuck in the overthinking. So step one is to start. It's not, I've got to go do this task, it's daunting, oh my God, I'm going to go put 5 minutes at it. Today, rather than think about it, let's just go put 5 minutes at it. Let's put 10 minutes at it. And if you're not into it after 10 minutes or something, go do something else. You're not in the state to face it right now. Go do something else. If you are into it after that 10 minutes, you'll just keep flowing, right? So you'll know. Hi, do you remember me? Jake? Yes, I remember you, Jake. How are you, mate? Never had a girlfriend. I was obsessed with sports, fitness. What I pay attention to more. Yeah, just go on your journey. Yep, you go on your journey. You meet the people on your journey. You had a good sight. No, I don't know what you mean on that one, mate. Thank you. I'll give you a like. Oh, thank you, Raj. Make sure you subscribe as well, man. If anything I say in here resonates at all with you guys, please do subscribe. I'm here every day. We talk about whatever. You're welcome to just hang around and ask questions as you wish. You can ask. Maybe you don't have questions for a week. Maybe I've had people here that have lingered in the background for a month or something. Then they'll pop up. They're like, man, I've been watching you for ages, and it's all good. But yeah, if anything I'm saying is helping you guys, please do subscribe. Please do come back if you ever need any help or questions or anything, right? That's why I do this, right? I do it to serve people. Jason Zena, hey Jace, how are you, man? Hey bro, I was watching a bit of your stream, whenever your last stream was. I was watching a bit of that last night while I was editing and stuff. I had the headphones on, watching you get it in, man. You'll subscribe. Thank you, Raj. Yeah, man. It's I try and do it different to everybody else on YouTube, man. So if I'm saying stuff that is sort of like good advice, be like, that's good advice. Do subscribe. Come back for more. It helps my channel. It helps you guys, right? And it helps me help other people, right? So that's what it's all about. It's just trying to reach people, trying to help out. Okay, yep, I'm not worried about, I don't worry about anything beyond my control on this channel, man. So some earthquake overseas or a war or something, man, we don't do that here, bro. We're not interested. It's all about taking control of your own life, right? Not being distracted. There's endless distraction in the world, right? So just a bit of, Gravity Core Fitness has just come online. There he is. I see it. Money's bad if you make it your priority. Yeah, definitely there. Great, definitely great. Money is bad if you make it your priority. Yeah. You need some money, but the thing we have is time, right? Right. Oh, there we go. Here we go. We got this right here. I'm going to pin that. If anybody likes boxing and stuff, this kind of high, fast energy, or if you like somebody who's a bit more full on than me, this man is driven. He'll impart knowledge on you at Mac 10. I've just pinned his comment. We've got Team Ola here, so he's over in the UK. He's a man I support greatly and a lot of respect for. Who's a fellow creator who's trying to help people, trying to motivate and inspire. So please do check out Team Ola. I've pinned his comment there, right? So if you search at Team Ola, you'll find him. Yeah, just kicking up for a chat at the moment, guys. Hanging out. Nice bird song. Beautiful foggy morning here, guys. Oh, I'm going to get up now. I've been sitting too long on this bad knee. Hang on. Pistol squat it. I'm up. Look, I did it all by myself. And that's good. So, 200 push-ups, 20 minutes every morning. That's what this stream is. I do 3 streams a day now, guys. So, we do the first morning stream is like push-ups and, a mental health chat after and sort of frame up for the day. And the second stream is me doing work on stuff, cabin, car, whatever's going on, right? And I'm sort of streaming that as I'm going about my day to inspire you. I show I'm doing the work, I'm not just talking a bunch of blooming crap on here. It's the whole package of mental health and everything, right? And then the evening stream is like we usually sort of have a last cleanup of the day outside. I'll put the tools away I've used in the garage. I'll prepare for the starting line, right? So it's James Clear Atomic Habit stuff is, preparing for the starting line, preparing for the next day's events, that gets me going. Whereas if I go into the garage, I don't want to go in the garage in the morning, or I can finally, get myself there to go down there, and then I get in there and it's like, oh, there's crap everywhere, there's tools everywhere. I'll go have another coffee or something, right? You can very easily talk yourself out of it. Even trying to come back to, I'll have a coffee. This is a bit more than I thought, but I'll get to it soon, right? Whereas if I can prep the day before and just the tools are right, I go in there, the floor swept, maybe the floor needs a little more of a sweep up or something, but it's ready to go, So it's preparing for the starting line. That's building systems to catch you. We don't fall to the level of our habits. We fall to the level of our systems. So you've got to have the systems carrying you, right? It's like, you move into a flatting situation, you don't have a wardrobe. Well, where are your clothes going to end up? in a pile on the floor. If you don't have a wash basket for your clothes, where are they going to end up? In a pile, or you stick them in a bag. You've got to have places for things. You've got to have systems built in place to hold you up, essentially, right? You're nearly at 3K, Ola. That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic, bro. I love it. I love it. We rise together, man. Like this, I think it's definitely a new era of YouTube we're coming into now. A new era of YouTube Live and all that. As far as I think the hard workout grind era is sort of coming to an end with it, and like hundreds of push-ups and stuff. I don't think that's what most people are seeking. They're seeking to fix their mental health and build the life they want. And you can't, like, fitness, exercise isn't the cure-all, right? It's not do this and everything in your life will be wonderful. And like, people have an error, or people are struggling, and like sometimes people just need to talk. They need a mental reframe. They need a different viewpoint, a different understanding. Like it's about learning. It's about learning about yourself, not beating yourself up. Knowing, hey, I'm not perfect. Hey, I've got to work on this. But hey, at least if you've got stuff to work on, you're more awake than like 90% of people. 90% of people, they sort of, I should probably work on this, and they don't, or they're just like, I'm good as I am. You see that in social media. Like, I'm perfect, just the way I am at 400 pounds or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm sure you are. But it's probably not going to do favors for your longevity, right? If you just start to cope and you stop solving your problems, you stop facing them. Problems are not problems. Jimmy Carr talked about this. Right? Problems are not problems. Everybody goes, I've got a problem. Oh my God, I've got a problem. You don't have a problem. You have something that needs your attention. It's just something that you need to, it's something that is saying, hey, I need your attention. The power bill comes in, you ignore it. They send you a text, they send you a letter. We're going to cut off your power if you do not pay the bill. That isn't a problem. The problem might be you don't have the money to pay the bill. But that's not, the problem isn't the power bill. It's that you have not solved the problem. It needed your attention. Until you give it attention, the problem is going to keep compounding. They shut off your power, and then and then you go to a different power company, and then you stuff it up with that one. And now you can't rent a house because no power company will give you power. And now you have to put it in somebody else's name, and now you're giving away control. And this is where you lose your way. Again, none of this stuff is difficult. It's not massive amounts of effort. It's not hard grind. It's not millionaire mindset or billionaire mindset. It's not get up at 4:30 and grind and sleep in the office floor like Elon Musk. It's just put in 10 minutes here, a little effort there. When your brain is overthinking and telling you negative stuff, you literally tell it to shut up. Or my favourite I've heard this week, when the negative thoughts come into your head, you talk to yourself, and the way to shut it up is you talk to yourself and go, oh, look, the asshole's here. Oh, look, old me has turned up. The old me is trying to rear his head up again. And it's like, not today, it ain't. Not today, mate. Self-ownership, right? Hello, King. Oh, thank you. I'll take the King crown. Hi there, nice to meet you. Hi, Jenny. How are you? Alisaid, I worry about things that are not even here. I've been working on staying in the day. Yeah, 90% of the things are fabricated in our mind. 90% of you come to the worst case scenario where you live in extremes, and you think about it. How many of all the bad things in the last year, all the horrible things you thought, this is going to go wrong, you made it through all of them, and how bad was the outcome really? For most of it, it was all in your mind, right? And once you face it, that's the thing with overthinking. You come up with endless narratives in your head, but it's very simple to just do 5 minutes of a task, and you've created immediate evidence, right? So that's what I always struggle with, the procrastination, the laying in bed, the laying there like I really want to go and do stuff, but I'm absolutely paralyzed by ADHD. I can't move. And it's like, okay, well, I know I'm in that state. There's no point thinking. All I'm going to get is negative. All I'm going to get is the wrong answer if I stay where I am right now, doing what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll put my boots on. Right, I'm going to go put 5 minutes at something. I don't even go out with an exact direction. It's like, I'm going to go outside and put 5 minutes at something that needs my attention. And that's where the shift is. And that one shift will change everything. And it's a 5 minutes. Like, you haven't got 5 minutes, But that's all it takes. 5 minutes. You're overthinking, I can't be bothered, like right now, like you're staring at dishes, you're staring at something you need to do around the house. What's in the room, what's in your space around you right now that while you're watching me, you could have your attention rather than be in bed or whatever. Well, you can leave my stream on. You can put me on the table. You know, you can just do it now. There's nothing stopping you, right? And if the excuses are starting to come to your head right now, that's the problem. And until you change that, there's no room for growth. There's no room to progress. There's nothing can grow, man. You know. Whereas right now you can plant a seed. You can spend 5 minutes. You can put 5 minutes in, and then in an hour you go, oh well, I'll put another 5 minutes of that, or another 10 minutes, whatever, right? And that's why in a couple of hours, I'll be off here in maybe about 20 minutes, and then I'll do a 2 hour break. I'll be on here another 3-4 hours while I'm doing work, you know, and you can see me doing the work in the background, right? You can ask any questions. You can talk to me, you know. That's why I do this, guys. That is the channel. Hello, Peter. How are you, mate? No, don't ever pick these things up. I would never suggest that to anybody. It's a terrible idea. How you doing, dog? You enjoying the morning, mate? The tail's wagging the dog at this point. Hey, is the tail wagging the dog? Is it? Your boy? Is the tail wagging the dog, mate? Yep. What are you doing all the way up there? Hey, have you found a new bit of clay for the day, dog? Have you? This is the selection, is it? Heidi has made a selection off the clay pile for today. Yeah, Z boys. Who's Z boys? Hey, big fella. Hey, big fella. Ola, I'll show you, mate, on the cabin there. So this is the cabin coming together, right? Have you seen the inside design for the cabin, Ola? You seen this stuff, mate? Hang on. I've got to. Hang on. I've got to flip the camera around. And then we got to do that. Hang on. I got it. Here we go. Hey. That's what's going to be in there. Grayman and Jenny having a chat there. No, don't have 1-6. No. But yeah, that's the master plan, Lieutenant. And what are you? Hang on. I've got to turn this off, dog. One moment, mate. I know. A little patience goes a long way, dog. What do you got for me? What is it? Where is it? Which one? That one. It's a bit big still. What am I meant to do with that? Right, go on. You gonna roll it to me? Hey, throw it here. Are you gonna resize it? Resizing, bit of editing, dog. Looks like it's real in your gym. Yeah, it's just a AI render, obviously, of what the plan is. You know, but it helps you keep going, you know, when reality is this. But, you know, the reality is this was a hill of dirt. You know, I've put every post hole in. I've done every single piece of this, you know. A little help from Susie, of course, when we'd need a second pair of hands or something, you know, if something falls over, somebody to land on, a nice soft landing for whatever falls off the house. You know, Susie's there to catch it. Kidding, it's a joke. Jeez, I'm waiting for somebody to blow. Not a therapist, but a very chill person. Yep. It's gonna be the nuts, mate. Yep. Old nut and bolts, mate. Trust issues. Yep, I feel that. There's nothing wrong with, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with having trust issues. Like you know, you've protected yourself for a reason. Like, people are pretty shit overall. It's very hard to find the right people. You know, like, you know, I've got 4 people I'd call true friends in this world, right? That are really, like, in my real life true friends. I've had a lot of people, you know, online, like Team Ola, Gravity Core Fitness, Men of Action stuff. You know, these are people who are, you know, you can tell they're genuinely trying to help out people here, right? They're on here to serve, you know. They're on here to make the world a better place, right? And that, you know, you change your circle, like, you become like the 5 people you're around most. So if you hang out with 5 millionaires, you're probably going to become a millionaire, right? If you hang out with 5 people who just sit around and smoke weed and play video games all day, well, you're going to sit around and, like I did, and smoke weed and play video games all day and lose 10 years of your life. And then you wake up one day and you go, I'm number 2 in the world at the I was number 2 in the world at the biggest driving game in the world on Xbox, Forza Motorsport. I was number 2 drifter in the world, right? The official Forza Twitch did live streams. They had me come on and featured. I'm drifting cars in reverse gear in a Koenigsegg in reverse gear, drifting at 300 kilometers an hour in a tandem train on stream, you know. And then I go into the lobbies. There was no challenge anymore. There was no growth. There was like, I couldn't go and enjoy it anymore because it was just too easy, right? And it was like, well, if I can achieve this in a game, what can I do in the real world? You know, that's when I bought my, you know, started doing more, got some money together, got a race bike, started pursuing that, right? And now we're at the question of, do I race the Isle of Man TT someday? Probably not. Probably not. I've got a loving partner now. I think I'd like to stay alive. That might be the one dream I give up, is go, you know what, I've got new dreams now, I've got new goals. I'm from New Zealand, Jenny. I may already asking Gray. Show abs, CJ? Not right now, mate. Not right now. During the workout, sometimes, you know, I don't. For me, it's all about mental health here, right? It's not about physique and stuff. You know, if the shirt comes off during a workout because I'm too hot or something, yeah, you can see them then. They're in my shorts. They're in my shorts if that's what you're after, mate. I won't trust you then, Jenny. What have I missed? What's going on here, guys? Seth. Laziness and giving up hurts others. Guilt is the worst. You can't hurt anyone if you do nothing. I wouldn't agree there, Seth. You can hurt yourself every day. You know, the only person that's going to get hurt there is yourself. If you do nothing, time's ticking, man. That's what I always talk about in here. You know, time's ticking, life's going by. You know, you can do nothing. You can do nothing in life. You can stay inside. People can sit and eat and play video games. And they can do whatever, right? But it's not a life. You got one opportunity to experience existence. As I say, you know, of the millions of little fishies that came out of your dad on the day you were made, millions of little fishies came out of your dad, right? You didn't end up in his orphanage, you know, the sock under the bed or the towel thing, you know, the orphanage. Didn't end up there. You ended up, you know, you were the fastest little fishy. You won your first race, and you are the one out of those millions who gets to have the existence. If you were from a different sperm, you wouldn't be you. And you're fortunate enough to be, you know, you're not in a third world country, born in a third world country in a hut, you know, dying, you know, starving to death, while the world does nothing because it's an evil world, you know. You've got all the opportunity, except we get just comfortable. We're ungrateful. The Isle of Man TT, oh, I'm so tempted. So tempted. But yeah, do check out Team Ola there. I have pinned him in the comment. One of the boys. So if you like my content, please do check out Team Ola. See if he's for you. He does boxing and stuff, right? So good for a lot of the lovely ladies from the raid there. If you want to learn a bit of self-defense, a little bit of you can, you know, nothing wrong with a bit of, you know, fitness that way, and a bit of ability to protect yourself goes a long way, right? So he does lessons on that kind of stuff, right? He does training in the background, but you know, if you ask him for a lesson, it's the best thing he does. If you ask him for a lesson, that man will autistic ADHD info dump the best stuff you've ever heard. You know, it gets deep and meaningful. Bears in the house. Oh, we got bears here. Oh, what? Comments of lions. This is don't rely on AI. Yeah. I use AI for some stuff. Like AI is definitely a powerful tool. If you're going to use it the right way, right? All the information is available in the world, and what do we use phones for mostly, right? Things that, you know, we feel we waste our time and guilt trip ourselves and stuff, right? And then it's like, oh, I didn't get enough done today, I'm failing myself. Like, I get into waves where I'll spend 2 or 3 days where I'm just like, oh, I'm going to chill more today, and you know, you spend 3 days scrolling, and it's just like, you know, and feeling like you're doing some other stuff, and it's just like, how much more progress could I have made? That's where I beat myself up, you know, because it's like, man, I'm you know, I'm not all about hard grind or anything, but, you know, I do feel I'm failing myself. You know I can do a lot better than that, right? That's always the hard thing, especially when you've been doing a lot better in life as well. It's quite difficult. I think a lot of people struggle with that. You know, some people have very hard upbringings and stuff, and they're only just getting started. I think one of the hardest ones is when you've had success, you've had a taste of it, you've lived it, like I have, and then it all goes away because you made errors, right? You made the wrong choices, you fell back into old addictions. Yeah, you can cost yourself, right? Instant digital information being given to us instantly. Exactly it, BMX King. You know, there's all the information is there. It's just, what do you want to do with it? If, like, you know, people make $1 billion with a cell phone. People make millions of dollars with literally a cell phone and a laptop or something, right? So all it's life is self-assignment, right? You choose what to do with your time. You choose to keep those bad friends in your life. You choose to go out and drink with your mates instead of, like, focus a little more on where you actually want to go. You choose. Like, every day we choose. Like, nobody else can care as much about you. Like, if you want to give up drinking, your mates don't give a crap if you want to give up drinking. They want to hang out with you and have a drink with you. They don't want you to get better than them, whatever. That's what I encountered. But if you want to do that, you're going to have to go against it. You'll get new friends. You'll get better friends. Like BMX King there, I've known, geez, man, when did I first meet you? 15 years ago, roughly? Something like that, through the car world and that. Met him, and I've seen that man grind and work his ass off for like 15 years. And, you know, only now are things really coming together for him. You know, he's got a beautiful house. He's renovating all himself. You know, he's putting in the work. He doesn't just pay everybody to do it. You know, he mucks in and he gets it done. You know, no matter what faces him, he gets it done. Like, he's the guy who has inspired me for all these years. He's the guy that when I was at my lowest, I got back up. He's the guy when I was having a bad relationship and I turned to him because I trusted him and bitched about it. He's the one who was good enough to me to be like, dude, I'm sick of this shit from you. You need to sort this out. You already know, and you're just not doing it. And like, that's what flipped. Like, he started this whole snowball to end up here. So, you know, everybody shout out to BMX King, to be honest. I know he's probably like, what, bro? What are you talking about? Like, I'm not that important in your life. BMX King, bro, you got to realize, bro, you're the only one that didn't switch up on me. You're the only one who hasn't just thrown me under the bus and that, right? So, and in real life, right, I've also got a lot of great people here now that, you know, support me in that as well. So, yeah. Clicking delete for the win. I don't have to leave the house. No, well, you have to leave the house, but you don't have to go into the store. And that's actually a really good way of avoiding the bright lights for ADHD, isn't it? I just realised that. That's a great point. Because all the fluorescent lights, they can bring out a lot of anger. And anybody with trauma and stuff like that, right? Trauma, anxiety, mental health especially, is light sensitive, right? So ADHD people, autistic people and stuff like myself will get highly overstimulated by the lights in the supermarket being fluorescent because they flicker. There's not a high enough hertz rate. Usually you can't see that flicker. Like an old 50 hertz TV, you'll see it, whereas I need like a 120 hertz screen. That's just the reality. So, but yeah. So getting your groceries click and collect means that you're really minimizing your time in the store, right? It's easy to just have whatever you want instead of doing what's best for everyone. Yeah, like you have to fill your own cup first, Seth. You have to serve yourself, or you can't serve anybody else. Like, if you're not sleeping, you're burnt out all the time. Say you help the homeless and pour soup at a soup kitchen, but your entire life's falling apart at home. Like, you know, you might be serving others, but you're not serving yourself, and eventually you're going to be so burnt out that you can't help anyone. You can't help yourself, and you can't help anybody else. So, you know, it is important to make sure you're taking care of you first. That's the dangers of people pleasing, right? The nicest people who people please the most are often, you know, really struggling themselves because they can't say no. They have to turn up for everybody else, right? You know, it's not selfish to make sure you're set right first, or else you're not helping you and you're not helping anyone. I've seen that with some streamer friends, right? That they stream so much, and I've reached this point before as well, and I've had to address it, where it's like, you want to turn up so much, but it's just burning them out. And then I turn up here, or I see friends turn up, and they're just like, oh, hey, you know, and it's not, people don't receive it well, you know, so I've got to show up here. I've got to, you know, I do be genuine and real. I want to always be myself on here and not be like one of these grifter creators. But, you know, I do still have to show up with that right energy and mindset, and you guys help me drive that as well. Turning up for you guys drives me, and it all, you know, we all serve each other here with it, right? Really wasn't in the best mental state, but had to go to the store to return something. But once I was in the car, I felt better. Like, moving past the indecision was the burden being lifted. Yeah. It's always, the burden is the overthinking. The burden is the thought and thinking about it again and again. Whereas it's usually often, you know, you're going to have to do it anyway. If there's a task you got to do, right? If there's a task you have and you have to do it, or like maybe you're waiting for other people who haven't turned up, whatever. But if like you push through, you take it on, it'll get done, problem over, right? But if there's a task ahead of you, it doesn't matter. You can overthink it for a week, a month, whatever. Either way, you're doing it. So you're just adding more labour. You're adding all this mental bandwidth tax on it, and that's where you get tired. That's where you get stressed, right? The mental drain, the constant decision making. Like that's why I do streaming on here in 2 hour bursts. Is sitting in front of a screen here doing stuff and trying to think about working on a car while I'm streaming and stuff. Whatever. I do need to take a break off here and get off my phone and have a coffee and a chill and listen to some music and work on stuff without being on stream, right? Because otherwise I'm just going to burn myself out, right? You've got to meet yourself where you're at. You've got to make it so you're making sure that you're staying, in that right state, right? Depends who invites who out. Yep. Old BMX King's got himself a new deck there, so I'm sure I'll show up with a pack of steak and some sausages. I'm sure there'll be a barbecue for the boys at some point, mate? Hey, mate. Barbecue for the boys, eh? Hey?
Just gonna go work out.
You gonna go do a workout? All right, love.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Your Bluetooth, if it's on.
Oh, hold up. I'll just check. Yeah, I'll check my Bluetooth for you, love. No stress. It's off on here. Hang on, let me check. Let me check the other phone, my old phone. Sorry guys, one moment. Yeah, you're good. I got a text from. I never checked this phone. I've still got the SIM in my old phone. I never checked the darn thing. You're quitting meat, you think? Why is that, mate? Why are you thinking of quitting meat? Meat's very good for you, mate. Meat is the optimal diet, in my opinion. A meat-based, primarily meat-based diet. Eggs. Meat and eggs, man. Meat, eggs, butter. Gotta go. See you next one. Thank you for coming by, Baz. Do appreciate it, man. Yeah, just stopping when you can. Hello, Brazil. Good morning, Brazil. How are you, mate? Hope you're well, my friend. Lawn says wasted with no context, so I don't know what you want me to say to that, mate. How to manage anxiety, breathing methods, 5 minute work. Hello from Switzerland. Face things a little at a time, man. Baby steps, right? If you can find somebody to support you, like when I met Susie, she was a bit anxious in public places and stuff, right? But me being out with her and just going in there, and it was very, by facing it is how you overcome anxiety, right? You have to face the thing. The anxiety is an alert to you to tell you, you need to overcome this. You need to work at this. It's not to stay away from it. It's to lean into it, right? That's where you solve it. If you don't change the action, you're going to be stuck in that anxiety, right? So, nothing's going to happen to you out in the world of what you pursue. People are generally pretty good in that, right? You got anxiety about a situation, do what you can. Rather than the anxiety or the worry, making up a whole big thing in your mind or something, right? You can go, okay, well, what can I affect on this? What is within my control? Anxiety is sort of everything feels out of control, so you can bring that back by taking control. Come here, Noodle. Stop whining at me. Come around. You done? You need to stop whining, mate. No, we're going to sort you out soon. I know, we're going to be off here shortly. But this is why we do a stream, and then we have a break, and then we do a stream, and then we have a break, and we do a stream. So yes, I know. I have responsibilities. I'm aware, dog. I'm aware. No, settle down. On your bed. Hey, enough. I'm busy right now, puppy. Good. Hey, no, you need to not. No, you guys can go outside for a minute or something because I can't do that right now. I'm a bit busy right now, puppy. I'll keep an eye on it. She'll be right. There we go. She's sweet. She's happy. I'll pull someone. How long have you been living in a caravan? 3 years in a caravan. It's a bit of a sacrifice situation. Delayed gratification on that one while I build the cabin and the YouTube studio and all that stuff. It's been a minute. Do 10 push-ups. No, I already did that. Oh, that's right. Pescatarian fish only from Greyman. That's it. Yep. My anxiety has been nothing to do with me either. I'm just afraid I can't fit in. Don't worry about fitting in, man. Do I look like my behavior on here? Do I look like I fit in with a normal society? No. For that's where I had all the anxiety and all the problems, was trying to fit in and fit how everybody else expects me to be. the moment I'm actually true to myself and like I have ADHD, I think different, right? Then I associate with ADHD and autistic people and stuff, and you know that's the people I can resonate with, right? You got to like find your tribe, right? Morning, bruv. Morning, bruv. Who said that? Who said what? Sevi? Who said what? There's a lot being said. I'll try to keep up. Have a nice day from Ambrosia. Thank you very much. Yeah, but again, guys, if there's anything in this conversation like resonates or helps in some way, please do subscribe. Please do come back. You know, if you have future questions, like that's what I do this for. So, you know, if something's landing with you, do drop me a sub and come by. I do 3 streams a day. So we do a morning stream, 7:30 a.m. New Zealand time, 200 push-ups. I do 10 push-ups a minute on the minute for 20 minutes. 10 push-ups on the minute for 20 minutes. That's the workout. We have a chat like this. I'll chat for about an hour after. We're just wrapping that up now, pretty much. And a couple hour break, 2-3 hour break. I'll, you know, chill out, have something to eat, go do some stuff, put some music on, sort of work on cars, whatever, and then I'll jump on and stream doing some work, right? So it's meant to motivate you. Put me on your kitchen bench while you do your dishes while I'm putting in a gearbox or something. You know, all that kind of stuff happens. I'm building engines, all sorts is coming up, right? So there's that phase of it, the work phase stream, and then there is the evening wind down stream, mental health and stuff, where we talk about, you know, how you guys are going, how progress you're making, like things you want to improve, things you're struggling with, right? So the whole idea is to build a community where we're all moving up. We're not looking at the politics. We're not looking at all this crap beyond our control in the world that everybody's, oh, the fuel prices. It's like, well, how are we going to make it so you can afford things better, right? Put in, you know, it's not going to change until you take it on you. That's a great thing to take your power back, is put it on you. Nobody's going to turn up and do it for me. I have to do it. I've taken on this. It's on me, right? So yeah, 5-10 minutes of exercise. You know, go for a walk for 5 minutes in the morning. You don't have to change your life. If you're waking up in the morning and you're depressed, you're low energy, and you're doom scrolling and stuff, you don't need to like run 10 miles like David Goggins. You need to go to bed a bit earlier, get up, you know, before 8 a.m. and go for a walk down the road. If you're really like, you know, you can go for a walk for 5 minutes and just go sit outside in the daylight in the morning for 5 minutes. That alone is going to help your circadian rhythm, which is going to help your sleep pattern, right? So you can continue to get to bed earlier and get up earlier. You do that for a few days, you can just go for a walk. Maybe go out and pull some weeds out of the garden in the morning. I was out there this morning when I got up. I've been up since about 5 in the morning. I couldn't really sleep, but like an hour before the stream, I was out picking weeds out of the driveway, and I was just sitting there like, oh, getting some natural light and doing that. I just feel invigorated, right? I feel alive. I feel like, and I'm making progress by doing that. Whereas scrolling and stuff, you're just not getting anything out of it. Now, there's nothing wrong with going for a bit of a scroll. There's nothing wrong with a bit of video gaming if you enjoy video gaming. Some people watch sports games, and then they judge people who play video games occasionally. It's like, well, it's no different. You're just enjoying some kind of hobby, right? It's just, you have to have a limit on that. It's a pleasure thing. It's you're enjoying. There's nothing wrong with enjoying a movie or a TV show or a video game or your sports team playing and getting a bit invested in that, whatever. But it's got to be balanced with the rest of your life, right? And that's the dangers of like social media, video gaming and things especially, is they're very addictive. Pornography is the same kind of problem, right? There's everything can take your attention. Hello from Deutschland. Good morning, Deutschland. This is Miss Heidi. She is also, her breed's originally from Deutschland. Yes, that is Miss Heidi. What state does Goggins live in? No idea, man. Again, irrelevant information I don't need to know. I don't know. Who would know? We nearly got 70 likes. Thank you very much, guys. What's up, my hobby? This writing is from Chicago. Hello, Chicago. Netherlands in here as well. King Tony from the Netherlands. Fantastic. Where else have we got in here? What other countries have we got? Where are you all from? Let me know. Let me know. Fill up the chat for a minute. Who's from where? So, you know, then you guys know if there's somebody maybe in your area, right? You can start talking about the steakhouse that shut down or something. I don't know. No, Patty. No. This violence is not the answer, Patty. There's enough violence in the world, I think, Patty. There's enough violence, man. There's enough evil. There's enough problems in the world. I don't see the point in it, man. I don't see the point in any of that. Just, it's all hate, right? It's all hate. You know, you can do better things with your life than that. There, Patty. The old Jaffa land, eh? Blimmin' Jaffas. Aucklanders, eh? G'day. A sheep shagger. Where are you from? Ringy 1010. Where are you from? You must be Australian with a comment like that. The Australian, eh? Michigan, USA from Alisade. Awesome. Lots of love from India. Yeah, India. We got Netherlands. We got Michigan. Oh, we got a couple of people from there. Michigan, Florida. Peter's in Florida. We got Netherlands. We got Germany or Deutschland. Change on exercise and don't isolate. Yeah, Gray's giving you good advice there, Seth. Listen with kindness. Croatia. You are most definitely the first person I've ever had in here who said they're from Croatia, my friend. So welcome in. How's your day? Evening, morning, whatever it is. Yeah. People say all kinds of things on here. I don't. Yeah, whatever. That's their problem. That's their narrative. That's their mind, not mine, right? It's like having a friend that isn't quite a friend and stuff like that, right? Yeah, people always got something to say. I'm a springbok, your worst nightmare. Why is my worst nightmare a jumpy animal that jumps around a field? I don't understand. 2:30 p.m. here, doing good. How's your day going? Yeah, good, man. We're just getting the day started here. So 7:30 a.m. I started with the morning workout, and then we just have a bit of a chat. Very soon I'll be taking a couple of hour break, and then we'll do some cabin work, do some car work, all that kind of thing on the next stream. Another 3-4 hours of that, and then another break, and then we'll do an evening chat stream. I've forgotten to schedule those. I didn't forget to schedule them. I scheduled the morning workout one last night, and I went after this. I'll schedule the next 2 streams for today, guys. But in the pinned comment there we have Team Ola. Please do support my boy Team Ola there. He does like boxing stuff. He's very ADHD, fast pace stuff as well. But you can learn a bit of basic self defense there if you like and stuff like that, or advanced boxing. He's onto it. He's been having a bit of internet connection and mic problems and stuff, but he seems to be getting it rectified over time. He's battling tech issues, unfortunately, lately. So his numbers have been down a bit. Sorry, I assumed you're a wallaby. No, I'm from New Zealand, mate. From New Zealand, mate. I'm hearing Jim grunt. She's lifting the weight. Susie's in there doing her workout. I hear she's doing grunting. Hey, lunk alarm, Planet Fitness lunk alarm. No, you're all right. No, it's the New Zealanders. It's the Australians that say the New Zealanders do things with the sheep, mate. You got it, I think, the wrong way around there. So are you, I have no idea. You guys have got to stop with these words that I've never heard of in my life. I have a pretty good grasp of English, and the words you people come up with out of nowhere, I don't know what you're saying. I'll try my best, guys. New Zealand, our favourite rivals. That's it, man. Yep. Once we're done doing things to the sheep, we sell you the meat. That's why it's so nice and creamy. There you go. Sell it over to Australia. Sell it over all over the world, man. Cream-filled lamb. That's it. Rugby rivals. Oh, you're talking rugby. Oh, yeah. Oh, Springboks. Yeah, I follow you. Nah, don't get involved in any of that, mate. Again, like everything, right? Like, people are into what they're into. Can you go outside and stop whining me? Like, doors open. Go play. Go outside. Go away. Go do something. Go burn it off, mate. You got the whole property to run around on. Go burn it off. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm talking here. No. Alright. Out. Bugger off. Go outside. No, go annoy your mother. You got the whole property to run around on, you nutball. No service. Service window shut. No. Not dealing with dog right now. No. Don't stare at me. She'll figure it out in a minute. She'll find something to do. It's a big and dangerous bird like you. Oh, I'm a big dangerous bird. I like it. I'll take it. Thanks, mate. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Without a shepherd, a sheepdog will join with the wolves. Ooh, interesting. Do I enjoy history? I mean, I'd certainly like a good old documentary and stuff, learn a bit about such things. I usually like mega structured documentaries and stuff, the engineering behind the world's biggest bridge or something. That gets me going. I like that kind of documentary. It's just like an evening wind down usually, to be honest. But yeah, I always try and turn my focus towards, you know, things that are helping me be better. You know, not everything in my life is self-improvement based, you know, but I do try and, you know, it's about what you feed in, right? Heidi, shush, bro. Did your mother not feed you while I was on stream? Is that what's going on? Is it? I'll have to go ask the wifey. Hang on. I'm guessing she probably didn't because they usually they want to run around the door straight after. Whoa, bouncing. You're not a kangaroo. Hang on. Hey, love. Love, did you feed the dogs yet? Okay, that would explain a lot. All right, one moment. One moment, guys. We get these two fed. It's just hit 9, so. Come on, in. In, puppy. In, dog. In. All right. Yeah. No, you have to put you somewhere here. Hang on. I'll just give you, what are we doing? Get off my table, dog. Hey, get off my table. Okay, wait on. Just give us a minute. Who do you think when they work out? I like, honestly, guys, this channel's about like mental health, focusing on your own life. I'm not here to discuss sports teams and stuff, to be honest. Like, I could not care less. I'm a person who does, like, I can't even go to a racetrack and watch people do stuff because I just want to be out there doing it. Oh, did you just have a go at that wasp? Hang on. There's a bee here. It looks like it's dying. Have you just been... Hang on. Yeah, well, you were sniffing at it. Did you just get hit by that, or are you alright? Let me see, you freaking idiot. Stay on your bed, back up. I'm getting your breakfast. Fine. Fine. Shut. Yeah. You'll shut up in a minute. Always add a bit of water to the dry bickies. Dehydrated biscuits, very important. I know, but just wait on, it's nearly there. You just gotta have patience. This is what people do all the time. They're like you, dog. They're just whining and whining and whining. If you just have a little patience, things will just come to you, mate. You don't need to worry so much, alright? There you go, my boy. There you go, mate. There you go, mate. There we go. All sorted. All sorted. Silence returns to the village. Right, very good. Yeah, but yeah, I don't get involved in sports and stuff myself, man. I'm here to talk about, you know, depression, lack of motivation, all that kind of stuff, right, to help people with mental health, ADHD, or, you know, you've got problems with friends, family, you want to chase something, you know. We're here to aim the right way. Dog's too delicious. Well, the food is. Food is, yeah. How you going, Raccoon? How you going, mate? Oh. Alright, guys, I'm getting a bit hungry now, to be honest. I'm going to go make something to eat, I think. You are lagging? Okay. Oh, thank you very much, man. It's interesting. What's lagging? Is it the sound, the video? Like, is it all just low quality or something? Let me know, dude. I'll check it on this other phone, actually, while I'm here. As soon as you say that. It might be because Susie's on her phone. It could just be the internet's been a bit... One moment, my good friend. One moment, let me check. Let me see what's going on here with the stream. No lagging your side? Okay. I'll double check. Like, sometimes people troll about it. Sometimes people have been helpful. Usually it's an actual viewer. Regular will tell me and let me know. No, all looks fine here. No, all is perfectly fine here, Dakota Grub. But thank you for distracting from a conversation that's meant to be about mental health and helping people. Nothing's wrong. Yeah, okay. Thanks, mate. No, yeah, I've checked it now, guys, so we're all good. No, thank you for wasting everybody's time there, Dakota. Yep. He suddenly munches down his food. Alright, we're just going to get rid of Dakota here. Thank you for wasting everybody's time, Dakota. See you, mate. Yep, he is. It's your Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi. Yeah, his Wi-Fi. Yeah, for sure. Ah, well. Anyway, no, it's just trolls. It's just bots and shit. It's either a bot or it's an idiot. Somewhere a village is missing its idiot. We just found him. I've sent him back. Return to sender. What's the NZ auto industry like? I don't. You'd have to be a bit more specific there, Peter. What do you mean? What part of the auto industry? Like what kind of cars? Where are they? Where are the manufacturers from mostly? Or I don't know. Let me know. How are you going, Phantasm Sphere? That's an interesting name. Phantasm Sphere. That's a mouthful. Wouldn't want to say that 10 times fast. Hello, brother. Samadhi, how are you, bro? Seen you before. How are you, man? Good to see you back. I'm sure you've been here before, brother. You're better than my psychologist. Yeah. Well, they tend to, yeah. Book smart rather than street smart, right? As Ricky said in Trail It Boys, I'm self-smarted by learning things, and or self-smarted myself by doing stuff. That's pretty much my life. I'm like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, self-smarted, as he said. Critical Funk. G'day, mate. How are you? Good to see you again. Wait till bro get raided by the high from India. What flags is it? India flag, I believe. Wait, that's fine. Everybody's welcome here, man. So I don't know what you mean, bro. Is there any domestic industry or is it mostly import? Oh, it's all import, man. All import. Some cars used to be made in New Zealand, but they shuttled that down in the 90s. I think 90s when they built Toyotas here, but it's like when they build cars in a country like New Zealand, it was just better than shipping them. It was avoid taxes and different stuff like that. We created local jobs, the usual. Doing good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Going along. Really good, actually. I'll say really good for once. Yeah, flying along, man. Where am I from? New Zealand, bro. New Zealand. Give us a tour of your van. Sure, man. Fancy place. There you go. Hope that alleviated any questions or concerns you had. Any complaints can be directed to my recycle bin. Yo, Nakai. Good morning, Nakai. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Gray's heading off. All right, dude. Have a good one. Where do I cook? We got an electric frying pan just here on the. We got a jug. We got a blender. We got a heater, and we got a electric fry pan, mate. It does have a gas hob in here, but don't use it. It's pretty useless old little gas hob type thing. So don't bother. New Zealand, that's dope. Yeah, Critical Funk. I'm sure. Where have I seen you around, Funk? Because I thought you'd been in here before. What channels have I seen you on? I'm sure we were talking a couple of days ago. I thought you were in here, mate. Sorry. It appears like you're on a sailboat. All right. Well, I did this yesterday. I lost viewers, but we'll do it again. Yeah, man. I'm just out here sailing the seven seas and. So we're hanging on. She's big swell today. Yep. CCM 420 moderator. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Critical. Yeah, I was trying to piece it together. I frequent so many channels. Come to Russia. Why should I come to Russia? What is in Russia for me? I was going to go to Dagestan and train and fight a bear. Go and try win UFC. Beat the greatest Irishman. USA, the Conor McGregor, the greatest all time. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Hey. What? You beard. You alright? What's going on? Hey. I can't hear you, sorry. Did you fall over or something? It's alright, she's fine. Just your mum being clumsy. She's just being her. Try teaching her to ride a motorbike. She falls off it. She tries to walk inside down the stairs. She falls down them. This is what happens. Every time she tries to do a leg day in there, she goes and works out in the gym and then she stumbles back and bloody tries to fall down the stairs. Too much leg day, love. Yeah, she finishes her workout, goes to walk back inside and stumbles. It's quite funny. Just overdoing it, man. Overdoing it. Yeah, I'm a mod in there as well, Funk. Yeah. TAFE put me into a special school 3 days a week. That's alright, Nakai. You get away from all the normal people. Special school for the win. You'll meet some people you can actually talk to and get along with. Sounds good to me. You living in a camper? No, yeah, no. I'm house sitting, man. I'm house sitting for a friend who has a camper, man. Yeah, I'm just, you know, yeah, man. Maybe ask a better question rather than just a statement like that about living in a camper. You know, you could ask some better questions, man. What's my favourite way to wipe? So it's clean. That's generally a good idea. Anyway, yeah, nah. All right, mate. Yeah. I do live in a caravan, bro. But unlike you, I don't just wander around typing hate. What I do is I actually, do things with my life, bro. So it's called delayed gratification. And what sacrifices are you willing to make? I learned this from Jordan B. Peterson, right? It's what sacrifices are you willing to make for your future? For me, it's been 3 years in a caravan to get my life ahead, but I'm not paying somebody else's mortgage, or living at home with mum like you. So, it's all working out, mate. But sure you do. Yeah, okay, sure. So this is a problem. Is when you come and you make assumptions at people, you make an ass out of you and me, sir. It's not hard to be respectful. It's not hard to ask some good questions. So, this is all you, buddy. We were having a nice, pleasant conversation. What's the common denominator, bro? Because we're all fine till you came in. So it's probably you, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're just saying stuff. So I'm just saying stuff. You're just asking. It's a funny way to ask when you go. Your statement. I'm just asking. You living in a camper? C swear word. 4 letters. You living in a camper? Right? It's not a very good way to ask the question, bro. And then when I correct you, you're gonna backpedal and be like, "Oh, I wasn't saying anything." Like, come on, man. Just own it, bro. Take some accountability, man. Own it that you're acting like a diddle. Right? What else we got? Critical. Honestly, is what you choose to camp. It's on a bit of land. It's on a bit of land here. Critical funk. So I'm developing some land at the moment, bro. I have a job and a car and an apartment, so I'm doing fine. Are you, mate? See, you said you were just asking questions. All right, you want to play a game? You have a car, you have a job, and you have an apartment. Oh, here we go. This is my favourite part of the stream. My favourite part. So here's my house I'm building myself, right? Here's my house I'm building myself from scratch while I'm in a caravan, right? Because this was a sheep paddock, right? So there's phase 1 for you, all right? Phase 1. Let's move on to phase 2 of correcting you. All right, let's move on to phase 2. So I'm out in the beautiful country, man. Left the city, not sitting in some little box apartment, mate. I got all the trees. I'm living my dream life I always wanted to create here, bro. So the next thing we got here is what's happening inside the cabin. So we're building a full YouTube studio to help people with mental health, ADHD, and to help teach people things. Especially when they have negative people like you around in their life, judgmental people who just see 10 seconds or something and judge people. So we got that going on. We're building that, bro. So that's happening all at the moment. But seeing as I'm broke, you've got a car, have you? You've got a car. That's good. I'm glad you have a car, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What else we got? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Dog. Since I'm such a loser, living out in a beautiful foggy morning. You want to come take down the mood? You want to come judge people? All right, that's fine, bro. Oh, wait. Oh, there's another one. Oh, another one. And another one. And another one. In the garage I've built myself. Got my missus a bike recently. She crashed it a couple of days ago. But, beyond that, we're good. My dream bike. Fastest production bike of all time. Got my dream truck there as well, mate. So, I'm doing pretty good, bro. How's your little box apartment, man? Seeing as you want to come judge me. How's your little box, bro? How's your little box, bro? So explain to me, why do you have to come and bring that judgment on someone? Why do you see a caravan and go, this person's a loser with nothing going on in their life? It's like, got my dream truck, bro, all self-contained. I'm going to be doing some camping trip long form videos on here. Got a Land Cruiser, got another Land Cruiser too. 2 Land Cruisers. Got my dream bike. I'm doing great, man. The Flex, bro, the Flex. And the Flex, but BMX King got in here, bro. He's the bro. He has a digger. He helped, he did the first lot of digger work and got here. We couldn't smash it all out in a day and he ended up leaving it here for me. He left the digger, learned to drive the digger, got it all finished up, place to put my cars. You stick around, bro. You feel free to drop a sub, bro. Stick around. You can watch me, enjoy your little blimmin' apartment box, bro. I'm living my dream life out here, bro. So, You know, you're making assumptions. This is the problem of assumptions, right? You see somebody sitting in a caravan having a talk on YouTube. Like, so I'm developing a whole property, bro. While you're paying for your apartment, paying rent, whatever. You know, I live in a caravan. I made the sacrifice. Learned to build this myself. It might not